It's day 20, and we see a tiny hole and hear chirps.
Yeah, I had no idea. We heard chirping, and I looked out the window towards the outside chickens, but the chirping was coming from here, and there's a pinhole. I can't believe how loud the chirping is coming from inside of an egg.
It's like...
What do you think? You so excited?
Yeah.
What do you think, James? Hi, bud. We're just waking up. James, your eye's really red.
Daddy, what if by bedtime there's a chick standing in there?
That'd be so fun. Chick hatching day is still going.
Yay.
So exciting.
It's evening, little past 7 p.m. Arya, how many chicks do we have hatched?
6.
6 chicks have hatched. Hopefully more on the way. We really don't know how. We see a decent amount that have a pip, but nothing else. But what we've seen all day long today is, there could be a pip hole in there, and then no action for hours, and then activity. So the first one came out 10:30 this morning, and then through the day more have come out. So we need to make sure that that one doesn't go more than 24 hours without water. So tomorrow morning, say 6 or 7, Tina and I are gonna pull everything into the brooder quickly, pop anybody that's there into the brooder, and then close it up again. It's not good to open the brooder while chicks are hatching, because that membrane that needs to stay really moist from that humidity can dry out really quickly and then stop the others from being able to hatch. So hopefully more hatch this evening and overnight while we're sleeping, and hopefully we don't interrupt any. But tomorrow morning, so that these don't go too long without food and water, we've got to put them into the brooder. Okay, the 16 chicks that we pulled out early this morning are doing fine. James is a big ball of energy. James, remember, let him rest. So they have dried up into the cutest little puff balls. They look more similar to each other than I expected. All of them have Dad is Gandalf, but then there's different mothers for a bunch of them, but they look so similar, just really dark right now. So I'm curious how they'll differentiate. There's one that's really cute that has kind of like harlequin eyes that we can tell that one apart from the rest. I'm suspecting that one might have the Buff Orpington mother because it has a really light chest. And since that early morning retrieval, 3 more baby chicks hatched. It's early afternoon. From looking at the other eggs, I don't see activity, so I think I might just pull these 3, take a quick look at the other eggs and leave them in there the rest of the day and overnight, just on the chance that something else hatches. But I'm guessing these 3 would be the last 3, and that would put us at 19 total chicks, which is amazing. So excited about that. All right, chicken debrief. The final hatched count is 21, which we just can't believe. 21 out of the 24 eggs that we kept coming out of that day 12 candling is just amazing.
So cool.
So in here are 21 dark little puff balls. The first one hatched around 10 a.m. yesterday morning, and the last one hatched somewhere around noon. No, later than noon, early afternoon today. So that was over a 24-hour spread from first to last. And there's only 3 eggs still in the incubator, and we're leaving it on overnight, but we don't even see a pip. So I'm really not expecting anything to come out of those 3. I'm surprised how long some of these took. We were really sure that we were done a couple of times there, around 16 and around 18. And I still can't believe we ended up at 21. So they're doing great. This brooder is fine for a couple of days, but as they grow, this will be way too small. So tomorrow we're gonna go to Tractor Supply and get one of those metal water trough looking things to make a big brooder. What else is going on? So the small birds and the big birds are living together outside, and that's going fine. So when these birds are ready, they've got a chicken tractor waiting for them. And the weather has turned really beautiful here in Oregon the last, what would you say?
5 days or so?
5 days, yeah, of the rain stopped. You know, we've had highs between 60 and 70 and beautiful sun, so that's been awesome.
I'm getting to about 40 at night.
Yep.
So no freezing temperatures. But there's a few that as they're poofing out even more and more, we're seeing their light colors on the tip of their wings and under their bellies and stuff. 2 even have lightness around their eyes. So we think those are our creamsicle bird.
The most distinct one, I'll just grab it right now and hold it up to the camera. This one has the cutest white eye rings. Look at the camera, baby. She has those white goggles around her eyes that are just too cute.
Some of them look like they have little black helmets on.
Yeah. Anyways, so this was the kind of the completion of our incubation adventure, and we loved it. It's so fun. So we've got 21 babies. You know, statistically we're expecting 10 or 11 roosters, but obviously it could vary either direction.
Yeah.
But we'll get there when we get there. 21 babies is a lot to fill up their own chicken tractor, kind of be their own flock for quite a while. And when it comes time to eat some roosters, we'll figure that out. You know, that's probably 4 months away. You know, 16 weeks or something for birds like these that aren't bred to be meat birds is probably what would be the right call. So we got plenty of time with these birds, and I really hope plenty of them are hens, because we've got, you know, that cross where they could be kind of a greenish, cool looking egg. We'll see.
Yep.
What do you think, sweetie pie?
They all seem healthy. I've seen a lot of them drinking water and eating food, and so I hope that keeps up.
Oh, and we forgot to talk all about how much we love Gandalf. Gandalf has been awesome.
He's a rooster.
Well, I mean, for one thing, Gandalf is a dad of 21 babies. That's Amazing. Good job, Gandalf. And then outside, the young hens, Gandalf has been really protective of them rather than aggressive, and that's been awesome. A few things I've seen. At bedtime, the first night they all had to sleep together. The older hens would be pushing some of the young ones off of the roosting bar. But at night, on that first night, I went out when it was completely dark and they had kind of settled. And Gandalf was surrounded by like 5 young birds, with a couple of them actually all the way tucked under his wing. And so I just loved that. I would not have expected that it was Gandalf that would end up, you know, being like a mother hen to some of those. And then today, we were gone for half the day and came back mid-afternoon, and a bunch of the young birds had gotten out of the paddock fence that they're in, just because they're small enough that if they really push they can pop through it. And Gandalf, he must have jumped over the fence. He was just hanging out with them, and the more I watch him, the more I totally see that kind of guardian instinct that he just wants to keep these other chickens safe. So I think he just jumped out of the pen and just stood with them and stayed with them until we got that all sorted out.
He's such a good rooster.
Yeah, we just couldn't be happier with Gandalf. He's not mean to us, but he looks out for the chickens. Kind of keeps order. The hens don't fight each other, and he made these beautiful chicks. So I just hope that they grow up to be good, healthy chickens and lay eggs for us. And then Gandalf's just our mascot at this point. Cool. All right. Thanks for watching.
Good night.